Okay, good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well today. So, we are going to continue our discussion in Chapter 3, Section 3, and I'm going to show you some application problems on how to find slope and then use that slope in the context of a real world problem. So let's get started. Today, it says in 2005, dance lessons at Reaching for the Stars were $35 per class. In 2010, dance lessons were $55 per class. Find the average rate of change in cost per class. Now, anytime you see this word right here, average rate of change, that right there is another fancier term for slope. All right, so slope, which is how steep a line is, it tells us how fast that line's changing or how fast that line is increasing or how fast that line might be decreasing. So in this case, you can see the cost of classes is increasing, and they would like to know the average rate of change. So here's what we need to do. We need to identify what all of the units are in this that are pertinent to calculating the slope. And so the first thing is going to be this 2005 right here. In that year, in 2005, the classes were $35. So those two amounts are connected together. The next two amounts that are connected together is 2010 and 55. Now, the reason why I use two different colors is because those two are going to be what gives us our ordered pairs. So you can see we'd have 2005, comma 35. There's the first ordered pair. And then we're going to have 2010, comma 55. And there are what we need to calculate slope. This is going to be our x1, this is going to be our y1, this is going to be our x2, this will be our y2, like that. So x1, y1, x2, y2. Now we're going to write the formula for slope, which is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And so when I substitute the values in, I get 55 minus 35, and then I get 2010 minus 2005, like that. Now it's just a matter of simplifying this. So I'm going to move down to here. 55 minus 35 is 20, and 2010 minus 2005 is 5. So 20 divided by 5 is actually 4. So if we would, and I want to show you something because I'm going to leave this as a fraction, an improper fraction. To divide both of these by 5, and when I do that, I get 4 on top and I get 1 on the bottom. Now this is important. I'm going to leave it like this because what this means is the top is dollars, right, up here, because this was $55, this was $35. The bottom is a year. And so what that tells us is that the classes are increasing by $4 every year. And that's why I left the 1 on the bottom, so you understand what this average rate of change is, which is $4 per year. Okay, so here's a little bit of a concept of slopes, and I briefly explained this in the previous video. I kind of used hand gestures to show you, but this is a better visualization of what I was referring to. So if you look at the slope in this particular line, it starts. So when we read graphs, we read from the left to the right. This is really important. Just like you read sentences in a paragraph, you read mathematical graphs from left to right. So as you would trace this line right here, you can see it's going up left to right. And because it's going up left to right, that gives us a positive slope. So when it goes up like this, it's a positive slope. Now, again, tracing this graph, the next graph from left to right, we go from left to right like this, that line is going down. And so that would be considered a negative slope. Now, these are the two special cases that we had at the end of the video yesterday. There is a slope of 0. So when your fraction has 0 over anything, 0 over 3, 0 over 4, 0 over -5, it doesn't matter. 0 over anything will give you a horizontal slope. The last one, which is your undefined slope, is what gives you a vertical line. And remember, undefined, I think in yesterday's example, we had 10 over 0. You could have -5 over 0 or 1 over 0. Anything with a 0 on the bottom, it's not allowed to have a 0 on the bottom that is undefined. That will give us a vertical line. Okay, so hopefully that visualization that I just showed you with the four graphs made sense. And that's all I have for you today. So have a great day.